Prologue. Siafang. March 3, 2020. Translated by Treasure. Life is a non-material structure with spirituality at its essence and whose manifestations are varied and ever-changing, from microbial bacteria to insects, from plants and animals to humans, from goblins, devils, monsters, and ghosts to gods, Buddhas, celestials, and saints, and from some mysterious cosmic objects to the ancestor of Buddha, the greatest creator. They are all lives. Both the material world and the non-material world are the spaces for lives' activities. Lives exist in fire, the frozen world, stone, and in the deep blue sea. Some lives are tangible, lots of them are invisible, some live in hell, some live on a planet or celestial body, and some live in heaven. Lives can be defined as being born from eggs, wombs, changes of humidity, or by transformation or separation, but in the final analysis, they have all been created. All of their ancestors were created, their programs were set, and all of their offspring were born according to their programs. Those born from eggs and wombs can reproduce naturally as long as their environments, especially temperature and humidity, are appropriate. Those born from humidity or transformation will come out automatically in large numbers, such as plants and parasitic lice on human bodies, but when the environments change, they go extinct quickly. Lives are hierarchical, including low-level, intermediate-level, and high-level ones. The lower its level is, the greater its quantity is, the higher its level is, the less its quantity is. Some are tangible, some are invisible. The greater its energy level is, the less visible it is. The smaller its energy is, the more tangible it is. Tangible lives are uneasy to change, but intangible ones are able to change at will. Tangible lives consist of physical bodies and spiritual entities. Their physical bodies carry their spiritual entities while the latter master the former. Just as with running cars, the cars are as bodies and the people driving them are their spiritual entities. Lives born from eggs and wombs never die because their so-called deaths only kill their physical carriers, but their spiritual entities always leave their bodies to move on to their next journeys, such as in humans. Human deaths only mean that human bodies have fulfilled their missions and have returned to dust. Their real lives will either ascend to heaven, return to the mortal world, reincarnate as animals or livestock, or fall into hell. Lives born from humidity or transformations will perish thoroughly once they die. Humans represent intermediate lives of all lives, which are tangible lives. Some life forms are superior to humans, such as the ancestor of Buddha, the greatest creator, such as gods, Buddhas, celestials, devils, goblins, spirits. Of course, there are many lives lower than humans, such as wild and domestic animals, plants, microbes, and so on. Life forms can change, but whether they do so or not depend on their non-material structures. As their structures change, their forms change. If their structures remain unchanged, then so do their forms. This raises a very serious consideration for us. By being careless, human life structures can degrade to those of animals such as dogs and pigs, but by being careful, those same human life structures can elevate to those of goblins, spirits, celestial beings, or Buddhas. Once born into this mortal world, humans change every day. How one changes depends on their consciousness, and what one eventually changes into depends on the state of their immediate, pre-death consciousness. If one possesses a celestial's consciousness at that moment, then they will go to the fairyland world. A human consciousness, they will return to the human world, and an animal's consciousness, they will fall to the animal world. Human lives are not easy to attain and their survival is hard. We need to rank the study and exploration of life's mysteries as our highest priority. Those who regard money, power, status, reputation, and beauty as their highest priorities cannot unseal their spiritual perception and will remain ignorant and confused forever. It is only by unsealing one's spiritual perception that they can understand the mysteries of life, and only by understanding those mysteries can one transcend to a higher life space. There are 8 mysteries on life, and those whose spiritual perceptions have been unsealed need to explore and seek.